Hi everyone, welcome to Korean Express YouTube channel. If you want to sound natural in Korean, you need to go beyond basic meanings because learning Korean isn't just about memorizing words and grammar rules. Even small differences between words can completely change what you want to say. And that's what takes your Korean to the next level. So, in this video, we are tackling another pair of Korean words that confuse almost every beginner. 싫어하다 and 미워하다. Both of them, they mean to hate or to dislike, but their nuances are different. They're used in different ways, and that's exactly where many learners they get stuck, especially the beginners who have just started learning Korean language. So let's break them down and clear up the confusion once and for all. Okay, now before we move ahead, if you want to know about such Korean words that have similar meaning but they are used differently, have different nuances, then I have made a playlist consisting of videos where I've compared such Korean words with similar meaning. So I'll share the link of that playlist in the description of this video. So you can go and watch them, and definitely it is going to take your Korean to the next level. So now let's start with this video. So first of all, we are going to talk about 싫어하다. 싫어하다 means to dislike something or someone. That is the basic meaning of this verb. It is used when you don't like something or you prefer to avoid it. Okay, the simple meaning is to dislike. It is a broad and commonly used verb, so it can be used for many things, such as food, or activities, or situations, or weather, or even people. Okay, so if you dislike something, it could be anything. It could be the weather, it could be some kind of clothes, it could be some place. Then for that, you can use the verb 싫어하다. Okay, the feeling expressed by 싫어하다 is usually not very emotional or intense, although it could be sometimes. Basically, it just means that something is unpleasant or not to your liking. Okay, you don't like something, you dislike it, and therefore you use 싫어하다 to indicate that. Okay, now don't pressurize yourself. Let's take a look at the examples to understand how to use this verb. Suppose you have to say that you don't like spicy food or you dislike spicy food in Korean. Then how you're going to say that? 저는 매운 음식을 싫어해요. I is 저는, spicy food, 매운 음식. To dislike or to not like, 싫어하다, present tense conjugation, 싫어해요. This is very simple. Okay, you expressed your dislike towards spicy food. Okay, simple. Now, next example. If you have to say that you don't like someone, okay, you don't like a person. In Korean, it is 저는 그 사람을 싫어해요. I don't like that person. Okay, you're just expressing your dislike towards that person. Okay, this is very simple. If you know the meaning of this verb, if you know when to use it, when not to use it, then it's super simple. So the basic point is 싫어하다 means to dislike something or someone, but it is not very emotional or intense. Okay, it does not have that intense emotional feeling attached to this verb. All right, now let's move ahead and talk about 미워하다. 미워하다 also means dislike, but it is slightly more intense and has an emotional feeling attached with this word. So 미워하다 means to hate someone or feel resentment towards someone. Unlike 싫어하다, this verb usually expresses a more emotional feeling, often because someone has hurt you or disappointed you or treated you badly. Okay, so you're hurt, you're emotionally hurt, and that is expressed using 미워하다. Okay, your resentment towards someone, that person who hurt you. So, however, 미워하다 doesn't always mean extreme hatred. Keep this in mind. This verb, it definitely means to hate someone, but sometimes it can be used in a light situation. It can also be used between friends and family members or close people to whom you're close to show that someone feels hurt or upset or emotionally affected. Okay, so it could be used among friends and family also, where the intention is not to be really harsh. Okay, it could be something, a light-hearted conversation where you say to someone, oh, I hate you. Okay, in that case also you can use 미워하다. Another important point is that 미워하다 is mainly used for people and not for things or situations. The primary usage, the most important usage of this verb is that it is used to show your resentment or your hate towards someone, okay? Towards a person or people, all right? So this is what this verb means. Now let's take a look at the examples. So before we go through this example, imagine a situation. Imagine that you had a fight with your sister and she spilled water on your notebook. Now you feel upset and angry. So in that case, you might say, 저는 제 여동생을 미워해요. I hate my younger sister. Okay, so here it doesn't necessarily mean you truly hate your sister forever. It simply shows that you feel hurt or angry at that moment. Okay, this is what I wanted to say here earlier, that 미워하다 doesn't always mean extreme hatred. Sometimes you can use it between your friends or your family members or with someone you are very close to indicate that you are angry with them or you are hurt with their actions. Okay, all right. Next example is, I hate people who lie. So this is kind of general feeling of yours towards people who lie. You don't like those people who lie. You hate them. So how you're going to say that? 저는 거짓말하는 사람을 미워해요. I is 저는 to lie. 거짓말하다. 거짓말 is lie. Okay, noun, lie. And 거짓말하다 is to lie. So a person who lies, people who lie. 거짓말하는 사람. Okay, so you hate them. For that, you use the verb 미워하다. Alright, so I hope you understand when to use which verb. When you are going to go with 싫어하다, when you are going to go with 미워하다, depending on the situation. And please, if you still don't get this, if you still feel like you're confused, then don't worry. Whenever a situation like this arrives, you will definitely be able to figure out when to use 싫어하다 or when to use 미워하다. Because Korean language, the grammar part in Korean, the verbs, the adjectives that we use, the adverbs that we use, the tone that we use while speaking, it depends a lot on the context, on the situation that is happening or that you're going through. Okay, so don't worry. With practice, you'll be able to understand more clearly. But I hope you get the basic idea when to use which verb. Alright, so thank you so much for watching this video, and don't forget to like, share and subscribe Korean Express YouTube channel. Thank you.